Hey there, YouTube, everybody out there in the YTPC, and everybody else that watches my videos. Good day to you. Just out here, and it's about, I don't know, 30s, mid 30s, something like that. Feels warmer in the sun, that type of thing. But as you can see, I'm pretty much bundled up. It's pretty cold, and it's going to get colder. We had some snow the other day. I didn't get any video footage of that. It was a regular school and work day, so I was just running around getting the kids to school and then to work. So, but it was just a dusting, and by the time it was time to go to work, it was pretty much melted and gone. But yeah, the sun's out now. Feels really good. Just enjoying a pipe and some reading, smoking my DeMonte, and in it some Sherlock Holmes blend. Not too much. I don't know if this is an update video or whatever you want to call it. Been drinking the brown ale, and that came out really good. My buddy over there in New Zealand, Finru, he brewed it, so we're drinking the same beer. That's great. That's really neat. He changed the recipe just a little bit. He added some wheat and maybe the hops are a little bit different, but other than that, the grain bill is pretty much the same. Color-wise, looks as dead on to mine. So really proud and honored that someone wants to brew my beer. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna probably try and I am gonna brew this weekend, and brewing my Shadowed Innsmouth Porter that I do. Do that every year, sometimes a couple times a year. Now, the only thing, I won a homebrew contest back in 2017, got third place ribbon, which I'm, obviously really proud of. It's like the first and only, no, it's probably that's the first one I ever entered, and I won. And I did some local stuff that, I didn't win at all, but that's the, only one that I actually sent beers out to get judged and everything, and back in 2017, and I got it. So I've stuck with that recipe, but now that my homebrew shop has closed, it's like you're at the mercy of whatever you can source. So this version of it, can I call it the Shadow Innsmouth Porter? I mean, I guess we'll see when we do the taste test. So pretty much the grains are the same, except did I change any of the grains? No, the grain bill is the same. It's the hops, yeast, obviously, but my go-to yeast now is Nottingham yeast, which is an English ale yeast anyway. The original yeast that I used in that recipe, the original first recipe, was White Labs W002, I believe. It's an English ale yeast, but it was a liquid yeast. This, I was going to get it, but my shop doesn't have that, so I just going right with Nottingham. Because I mean, when you go between, I don't know what the heck difference you're going to get. Maybe some different flavorings or yeastiness from the profiles of the dry ale yeast. I mean, if you go with the how do I say it? Lalem yeast, like Nottingham. You have Windsor. You have the Windsor British ale yeast. You have London ale yeast. I mean, it's a British style beer. It's a porter. So I'm not really, we'll see. I like Nottingham because if for whatever reason I have to do, it's a high extract beer, or if it's getting towards the springtime where it's going to be 70 in the house, those English ale yeast like Windsor, or even the Safe Ale English Safe Ale, what is it? Their English version, the whatever it is, 03 or whatever, 04, SO4. You gotta watch them, because if they get up to 75, they want to be brewed at nice 65 constant, and I don't have no, I'm not building a fermentation chamber and all that, so it's going in the closet to ferment, and whatever the temperature in the closet is going to be, that's the way I brew. That works for me, and that's the way it's going to be. So right now it'll about be 64 degrees in the closet, 64 to 68. So that's perfect. But that's why you use Nottingham, because if it does get up a little bit higher, you're not going to get any off flavors. That's what I was getting at. A little long-winded, but that I'm getting at, brewers. At the higher heated temperatures, them yeasts, the English ale yeast, may impart uh, something. And it has happened in the past. The brews, I don't think have been to par. Or the yeast or it's just like, it just seems like it's very, I don't know, sugary or, more malty. Like, it seems like there's more, I don't know. It just seems like Nottingham eats everything up and turns it into alcohol, and you get a higher ABV. And it says right on the packaging that that's what it's good for. It's good for high octane brews, and if you use the other yeast, it doesn't eat all the sugars and it leaves a little bit left, so you're going to get a little bit less ABV, and you'll maybe get them a little more sweeter brew, more maltier brew, I guess. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. But I guess for me, Nottingham is the way to go, I guess. The only other thing I couldn't source was, in that brew, I always did 3 pounds dark dry malt extract, DME. Can't get it. So I had to do the same that I've been doing for all the brews that the guy has. He has wheat extracts and DMEs and either Pilsner or Golden Light. So I went with Golden Light. I think Pilsner would be too light. I'm doing a porter, so the brew I don't think is going to be as dark. That's almost like a midnight. It's porter is just a word. And a stout, porter, stouts are more, I guess, a stronger porter, right? So I would think that a stout would be darker than a porter. Just a porter, you'd be a little more brown. But this one was like my version that I call a porter, but it's probably more on the stout end color-wise, because it was so dark. It was like midnight. You can go back and look at any of my videos in my library just look up Shadowed In This Porter. Even go back to the 2017 one when I brewed it. I believe there's a video for that too. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I just got that together. I'll probably be brewing this Sunday, and we'll see. So the video will probably be coming out Sunday night, into Monday maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Other than that, I didn't get out to hiking this week. Been pretty busy around the house here. I'm gonna maybe go do a hike tomorrow. I gotta see. But other than that, things have just been chill. Not too much else going on besides, like I said, just getting that brew together. So I can get on here and make this quick video, I guess, if it is quick. I don't even know what time we're up to, but yeah. So just get on here. I'm gonna finish my pipe, do some reading before I gotta go to work. Sun's blaring in my eyes, but it feels good because I'll sit down here probably 2 days from now, tomorrow or even Saturday. It's go dip down, man. I think the high is only going to be in like the 30s or the 20s or something crazy. We're getting a big cold front coming in, so it's going to be cold next couple of days. So it'll be really cold to have a pipe. I probably have to do a day fire or something. Come out back, start the fire just to bring up the temp a little bit. So other than that, I'll let you guys go. Until we do it again, my friends, remember what the first mate and the captain always say: let's set sail.